Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the M44, the Tier 6 American SPG, and we're located on the south spawn of Glacier. And the name of the commander is UKSkaface, and he's a regular member and contributor from What Arty Noobs. Well, I think you can see in the distance the trees, and some of those is where the enemies in the north will tend to hide. But there are actually some trees over here that are good hiding cover for the Arty. Being a circular map, it means that there's some places that are better than others for firing from. In fact, I've found that if you're in the south spawn, the further southwest you are, the better it is at firing at tanks that happen to be coming along from the east area along there. Okay, UKSkaface has found his firing position, and he's got some targets straight away. There's an OI and a KV2. Round out on the OI. Oh, it was just behind him. 16 hit points of splash on his rear. And it appears he's actually picked up some stun assist as well off the OI and the KV2. And there's his second target, just pulling back there. Oh, no. He didn't get it there. SU-101. He's indicating his target. He should have a reload of about 16 seconds or so. Maybe 17 seconds. Round out on the SU-101. Lands short. But it does appear to have splashed him. Oh, took a round there. But I think it bounced off. He's fired straight away, and it's landed near where the SU-101 was. In fact, you can see a lot of Arty rounds have hit the same spot. He's got two other colleagues in Arty, so 3 Artys all firing at the same target. You're going to get a lot of splash or craters. Okay, targets have turned up here, T-43 and a T-71. Rounds out. Oh, it landed between them. He did damage to both of them. More damage to the T-71 than the T-43. Unfortunately, he lost the T-34-100. He wasn't in a very good position, I'm afraid. He was facing 3 enemy tanks, and he wasn't really in a position where he could deflect them, or deflect their shots away. Oh, but that shot went in, and he's killed the Firefly. He killed the Firefly outright, and we don't know how much damage he did because it was a blind shot kill. Right, he's almost loaded, going for the IS-3 now. Round out. Went long, but the IS-3 just did pull forward. But he did stun him, and it's forced him to pull back. Okay, the OI and the KV-2 went around the other side of the aircraft carrier, and the KV-2's been wiped out. He was taken out by the Wizzy 131. But that round, that time, did splash the IS-3 for 38 hit points. And he has picked up some stun assist for 148 as well. And we can see the OI's coming up behind the IS-3. And he's obviously going to try and jockey for a position on that firing line. Which means that UKSkaface gets around directly into the side of the OI for 146. And he's been killed off this time by the M12. So his teammates capitalising, and so is UKSkaface. He's picking up stun assistance all the time. But we've got an enemy appeared in the roads to the east, and this one is a T-28 HTC, the reward tank destroyer. And from UKSkaface's position, he can just fire a round in, but he's switched back immediately to have a look at the north. Now he's having a quick look at the SU-101. Now he can do this because he's using his right hand mouse button to select on the minimap where he wants to look, and the view will go there straight away. So you just press your control key down and click on the minimap with your right hand mouse button. It will take you straight to the area you want to look at, and that's a very useful tip that enables you to speed up your fire rate. You don't have to scroll your mouse to have a look at the target. Okay, unfortunately all the action behind the carrier is in defilade, so we won't be shooting at those targets unless they come around the other side of the aircraft carrier. And from the looks of it, one of the vehicles, the Su-101, may be pushing the wrecks about. And he suffers a hit from the Lurver. And the IS-3's there as well. Now, if they chase that IS-3 around the corner, then UKSkaface might be able to hit them. And it looks like the Su-101 has been tempted. Round out. Oh, it landed right behind him and stunned him. And the M12 managed to get a round in there as well and finished him off. So that's 2 tanks that the M12 has managed to... In fact, he's taken out 3 tanks. Jack Daniels is doing very nicely. Or Jax Daniels, I should say. Oh, that one hit the wreck and made a clang. That's always a laugh whenever that happens. And look, the IS-3 is using the wreck of the 101 as an extra bit of armour attached to the front of his tank. Well, it's not really going to help you if that Tiger on top of the carrier lands on top of you, mate. Or if an Arty round hits you from above. And I think UKSkaface is going to have another go. And he's trying to get round the wreck now. Lining up a shot, working out where he's going to be, and round out. Beautiful shot, right on the money, 134 hit points. And he's got a stun, and I think the M12 is working on that one as well, so I'm expecting the M12 to probably have a shot. Right, we've got a Striv M42-57, that is a dangerous premium tank. Line up a shot. Oh, he fired where he thought he was going to be, and unfortunately he didn't go there. He stopped prematurely. But we can reload and fire again. The 42-57's just emptied his magazine. And he's popping down into the dip. Can he get him? Round out. Oh, splashed his rear. 163. And he's taken out afterwards. So he picked up the stun assist. That was good work. Good teamwork. Now, it's 10 versus 12, so they are ahead, I'm afraid. They are ahead by 2 tanks. They've still got 3 Arty, we've only got 1. That's why the M12 wasn't active. He's been taken out. Now, unfortunately, the HTC is nearby. There he is. He's trying to get up onto the rise. Okay, UKSkaface is trying to get into position so he can attack the T-28, but the enemy Arty is going to be firing in. He was using a defensive position there. Now he can come in. He derps the T-28 with a drive-by and disappears off in the distance because he has got a better speed than the T-28, so he can maneuver better and faster to get away. And of course he's got a very big gun, but unfortunately his teammate, the Challenger, has been hit by the Arty. Now UKSkaface has dropped off the view of the enemy Arty now because he's out of sight, but he can come around this corner and dirt the T-28. He's going to do a drive-by again. Lines up the shots and shotguns a T-28 for 106 hit points with a 155mm shell right in the face. Beautiful work. Always like to see that. If you do it on a drive-by, it's just so much funnier because there's not a lot they can do. You're just driving straight past them. They're constantly correcting their aim, but it's just too late. You've got them. And that means now it's 3 versus 4. And he's repositioning himself. This is part of our Grand Prix circuit. We actually made a Grand Prix circuit on Glacier. And this is part of it. Oh, and the M44 and the enemy team has been taken out by the Tiger. Now it's 3 versus 3. 2 of them are Arty. And that looks like an AFK T-29. There's the S-51. He's definitely active. And he's just taken out the Tiger. But UKSkaface fires in and finishes off the S-51 with a splash. Now it's just a question of taking out this T-29. And because he's stationary, it's going to be very easy to take him out. Dialing in the aim. And it landed behind. That's RNG for you. The round landed behind the T-29, even though the shot was aimed at the front plate of the T-29. It's 2 versus 2 at the moment since the Tiger's been taken out, but this round should be bang on. Again, RNG says no. The shell landed in front of the T-29, but it still did some damage. Yes, it tracked the vehicle at the very least. Now, this round should go right on the money. Round out. Yes, it definitely hit the target bang on. And because it was unspotted at the time, there was no explosion. Just waiting for the reload, and he's going to rinse and repeat. And again, round out. And another direct hit. And I think he's just going to keep firing at that position until a dead T-29 appears. And he picks up his 4th kill. Round out. And he hits it again. Oh, did he kill it? No, it's been spotted. You can see the holes on the front. He must have hit the turret once. He's hit the front plate and holed it. Okay, he's indicating his target. Going for it again. Round out. And that time round, he finished him off for 104 hit points. It's now 2 versus 1. And the enemy Arty is an M44. So that is a bit awkward because they are good. And he has got 2 kills already, so he knows how to handle it. The question is, where is he? Now this is where the M44 can come into its own, because it's just as good on the move as it is from a fixed firing position, as UKSkaface demonstrated when he drive-byed on that T28 HTC. He just needs to get out there and find where the M44's gone. Now I suspect, and I agree with UKSkaface, he's probably somewhere in a known Arty spot. Probably in those trees. That's why he hasn't been spotted yet. He's in good cover. It's one of the favoured positions just behind this little rock here, this little mound. And the reason is that it's actually very difficult to lay a shell into those gaps and take out the enemy. I've actually been hiding in there myself, and my teammate was trying to, or a friend was trying to counter battery me and kept missing. There he is! He was in those trees. Challenger goes in for the kill. UKSkaface fires a round in, splashes the M44, and he's taken out by the Challenger, and that wins the game. And the win rate for that battle was 2740. 2,740. Good battle. And it's an ace tanker for UKSkaface in the M44. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 17. Fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. That's exactly what he got. And of course, because he hit so many of the enemy, he got a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, didn't get the highest damage. That went to the Challenger, funnily enough. He actually managed to get 3,197 hit points. But UKSkaface came second with 1,889. But when it came to kills, UKSkaface was top of the table with 4. And when it came to base XP, he was second, just behind the Challenger again with 1,285. The Challenger getting 1,310. So the Challenger probably ended up with an ace tanker as well. UKSkaface fired 26 rounds in that battle, got 9 direct hits, 9 penetrations and 16 splashes. He did damage of 1,889 hit points, but he did 1,641 of that at more than 300 meters. The difference being those hits on the T28 HTC, which were pretty much drive-bys at close range. He hit 11 of the enemy, more than 2/3 of the enemy team, but he killed 4 of them. And he did damage assistance of 202 hit points and stun assistance of 1,462 hit points off 21 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 53,750 credits, and after ammunition reload, he actually had 40,620 credits. He was very lucky not to have any auto repair, because that T28 was very, very close, and one shot from that T28 probably would have ended his game immediately, but he played it very coolly, used his the rocks for protection to stop himself from being counter batteried, and then the moment the T28 was in a position where he couldn't fire back, he dashed through, did a drive-by and disappeared into the distance. He received 1,928 hit points, experience points rather. Got 963 from reserve bonus, and he got a personal missions payout of 1,928 again, so it's 100%. And that left him with a total of 4,820 experience points altogether. And as he said in the text, drive by shotguns. Yes, very good at driving by. And it's a lot of fun when you do it. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.